What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? It's been a while. I took a few days off. But let's see. Let's just jump in and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Guys, I hope that this message is finding you in good health and in good spirits. This is going to be for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, as well as your 9th house placement. Very specific messages for the 9th house here on the Manjula Awakening. But guys, even with that being said, this is a general message, so please just take the pieces that resonate and bless someone else with the rest. All right, Spirit, what's on order for Sagittarius? Thank you. Unfinished Symphony. It did want to show up in the reverse, and that makes me want to read the book. What's at the bottom of the deck? Fork in the road. I think I shall. Give me a second, Sag. For this book, when you read these in the reverse, it's the protection message. It says, when unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. So with Fork in the Road being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like that there is definitely a major decision that you're facing right now. And there could be some distractions, or like there could be this rush to try to start something while there's still some untied ends. And I feel like that Spirit is giving you an opportunity to tie up or give space for the situation to be tied up before moving forward. At least that's what I'm feeling. But let's see what's at the top of the deck, Sag. Yeah, by the book. Looky here. By the book. Absolutely. Building blocks. It's almost telling me, like, honestly, Sagittarius, I can't lie to you. Here lately, the energy that I've been picking up on, I get this vibe like the journey is really the best part about this. If you try to rush yourself to a finish line or a destination, I feel like that you'll end up disappointed. So, mainly because I feel like that you don't get to enjoy your progress unless you enjoy the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that you've already been putting in the work. Look how many blocks are under her. Yes, there are still many more blocks to come, but I still feel like I'm talking to a Sagittarius that has been putting in the work. So, yeah. And it's like you already know that it's coming to you because you've done the work. So if you know it's coming, why do you have to rush it? Why do you have to rush to sink your claws into it as if it's going to slip through your fingertips or the other boot's going to come down? You know what I'm saying? That's an essence of operating in a lack mindset. I feel like that the journey is better in this energy here. But let's see what's going on here. Let's see what energy is what archetype is currently representing Sagittarius. What is the archetype for Sagittarius right now, Spirit? The Queen of Wands. I definitely feel like Sagittarius is in this charismatic, I don't know, just very attractive like energy. Feeling like there's nothing that can hold you back. Like, I don't know, like I just feel like that there's this extra that Sagittarius may have right now, and that makes you feel like you can take on the world. And very beautiful while doing so as well. With the Page of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, I do like that it's the Page of Cups that has still contained the fish. I'm not going to lie. So I feel like that this is Sagittarius in the energy of like I really do have, like, I feel like that this is you waking up to the energy of really realizing that you do have that abundance. Your cup is really abundant here. You may be fresh, new in this energy for sure. But let's look at this unfinished symphony. That's not something we would like to see here. King of Cups, Ace of Swords. Spirit, what's the unfinished symphony here? What is the unfinished symphony? Guys, if you're still with me at 550 in, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. Help circulate these messages. Four of Cups. So there's an unprocessed situation from the past. It could very well be some sort of commitment here. It could have something to do with your life purpose, your life path. It could have a lot to do with your career. But either way it goes, there is something from the past that you're holding on to that was expected. Like there was an expectation given to this situation where there was supposed to be celebratory energy, excitement, and longevity, right? But it just didn't happen that way. So I feel like that has kind of become the like the billboard of what Sagittarius should not do. Well, I feel like that there is a need to wrap that up, because I feel like that perception, that apathetic view of this situation that's coming in with this Ace of Cups, I feel like that it could cause you to miss the opportunity. So I feel like that this is saying, like, while you are here smelling good, looking good, and feeling good, Sagittarius, make sure that you got all that going on internally as well, because I do feel like that you're attracting something in, whether you like it or not. And it very well could be a commitment that I do feel like that you are going to be able to feed off of one another. And with the Eight of Pentacles to the Hierophant, this is telling me that, you know, not only is there is this a workable situation, a workable commitment, like you're going to be able to master this task, but it's going to require some work. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is that tedious, diligent type of energy, right? But you're not going to be able to do it from the perspective of the past. I don't feel like you could ever do any relationship, but there's definitely a need to become very crystal clear on what direction and choice and path. I have a friend. What is your movie going to look like? What is your movie going to look like? What movie brings you in this feeling here, this sense of wholeness and success and achievement, as if the past no longer defines you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look how that even fell there, Sag. I'm clarifying. I'm just flipping 3 more over to find out what's going on with this unfinished symphony. Look at the Three of Cups here. And I happen to lay the Four of Swords right over there. And the Six of Pentacles is on this Ace of Cups over here. So there's definitely something that is reciprocal that is trying to come in for you. But there must be some healing and some clarity gained on this past. It could have been third-party energy. For some of you all, Sagittarius, I'm not going to lie. You and this Ace of Cups over here, there could be like some type of smell of a third-party energy here. But I feel like that if you hold this situation to these standards, and not standards, but the outcome of this past situation, that's when I feel like that this thing over here becomes imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's look at the fork in the road. What's going on here with the fork in the road, Spirit? What's going on with the fork in the road for Sag? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. 6 of Cups. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. You gotta, you know, Sag, this Queen of Cups, I've seen it a lot. Even though I haven't posted in a few days, I have recorded. I will release them. Just got a little caught up this week, honestly. But there's something here about needing to follow one's intuition in order to get some type of, I don't know, I feel like that you could have something from the past, or you can have the feeling that you desired in the past. But if you want the feeling that you desired in the past, there is a need to go allow your intuition to guide you towards something that is long-term and stable, solid. Like, that's a nailed down, yes, that's a nailed down commitment. And your intuition is going to lead you straight to it because it's fated. It's destiny for you to have this. However, it's like, be mindful not to step into this self-sabotaging energy because you're looking for a thrill or you're trying to get something moving too fast. What's building blocks? Why is building blocks here for Sag? You're definitely being seen as very attractive right now, Sag. I'm very attractive, and as if, I don't know, like, I'm hearing like as if you're, but like just on top of things. I don't know. Let's look at building blocks here. Ooh. We got the Devil and the Moon card. What's at the bottom? Before I even flip the top. The Queen of Swords. There's definitely, like, you know, I feel like that consciously, as far as we go, actively, I'm not going to lie. Even if you're not there right now, I encourage you to get there. I feel like that there's this energy of, with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's like, Sag been putting in some work to really release themselves from any toxic things that have kept them chained to an old way of being, an old storyline. I feel like that this is really Sagittarius looking like, I've been putting into work, looking into some deep, dark places within, right? To find out what's been controlling me, what's been holding me by the strings for far too long. You know what I'm saying? So don't stop doing that, because I do feel like that there's still some uncovered thing. There's still some things that are uncovered that you're being asked to look into, because there's still the Queen of Swords here. So there's still a need to cut away some things. Possibly the fact and address how you are emotionally detached and not really like, I ain't gonna lie, Sag. It's your girl been I'm gonna say isolate for so long that it's almost offensive for me to begin to open up. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that in order to have this, I do feel like that you're going to have to address some fears and some anxieties that are really controlling you and really do have you kind of like chained like to the devil in this self-sabotaging like energy. The Tower and the Two of Swords. Do the work now, because you're going to be faced with this, like you're suddenly going to be faced at this fork in the road, whether you like it or not. whether you like it or not, this is sudden. This is coming in. The Tower. Sudden, uncomfortable, unexpected changes. The Two of Swords. The need to take the blindfolds off and make the decision. No more just sitting there closed off. It's time to shit or get off the pot here. And in order for you to truly do it, it is going to require you to look at some insecurities. But you're in the space. I feel like the Sagittarius is in the space to do it with the Queen of Wands. Can we get some clarification on the Queen of Wands? Why is this the archetype currently representing Sagittarius? How does it benefit Sagittarius and how does it harm Sagittarius? 3 off the top. Why is this the archetype that Sagittarius is currently in? What is the benefit of Sagittarius being in this archetype? And what is the challenge with Sagittarius being in this archetype, Spirit? Ooh. So why you're in this is because of the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like that you're on the right path. And I feel like that you're finally feeling like you're on the right path and you're actually getting a good, it's like you're actually staying in a vibration long enough to actually feel the benefits of being in that vibration. Now, there is a need to continue, slow down. There is a need to continue by some type of structure in order to stay in that vibration. The benefit of you being in this vibration here, or being in the Queen of Wands, is the Ace of Pentacles. It's bringing in sustainable, tangible new offers, not those fleeting opportunities, not those bait and switch opportunities. These are real opportunities that are being offered to you for being in this Queen of Wands vibration. The challenge with being in the Queen of Wands vibration, I can do this by myself. I can close this out. I take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? This is really that energy of seeing like, I know my worth now. I've been in the process of reclaiming my power. That's the Devil card. Excuse me, guys. The reason I don't feel the need to read with reversals most of the time is because, like Mary Jo says, every card has a positive and a negative meaning based off of the cards that are around it. Reclaiming one's power is really what I feel when I see building blocks in the Tower. I'm not doing this no more. I'm leveling up. I know what it feels like when the devil is controlling me. I forgot what it feels like when I'm not controlled by anxieties and fears and addictions and obsessions and whatever the case may be. And so I feel like that this is Sagittarius reclaiming their power. And so with the World card being in the challenge position, like what is the challenge with Sagittarius being in this archetype, is I feel like the Sagittarius is willing to close shit out without second thought. Definitely, Sagittarius, be mindful of closing out cycles and chapters before you've learned your lesson. Okay? And if you close it out before you learned it, it's time to sit down and really do a review of it for yourself. Because you do want to be mindful of leaving behind very useful and beneficial gems later, picking those gems up now so that you can have them later on down the road. Let's see. Let's see how this relates in the matters of love for Sagittarius. How does this storyline relate in the matter of love for Sagittarius, Spirit? Moving on in intuition. Wow. You're definitely leaving something behind, and you're going to have to listen to your intuition. I feel like that if you ignore your intuition now, I feel like that it will come back and it will you will regret it later on down the road for sure. But with moving, there could be a change in residence. You could have a significant person moving in with you. If that's the case, Spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition as it pertains to this. I clarified intuition and got confession. There's definitely something someone has to tell you. Ooh. Baby, somebody can right tell you that things are getting serious. As everything that I just said beforehand, if you're relating to that in love, there's a situation where there is going to be like some type of, it says confession. Someone has something to tell you. I asked what that was. We got commitment. Things are getting serious. Ooh, but we have liar here. But we've got liar, and I clarified what the liar was, and it's like the timing is not, it's not the right time. So like things might be trying to move fast, and I feel like that if you allow them to move fast, then you'll regret it in the long run. So you know what I'm saying? Like make sure that you're staying in the position of boundaries and really, I tell my daughter all the time that if you're involved, then you get to control the pace. If you can't control the pace, get the fuck. If you can't control the pace and you don't like the pace of the situation, get out. Period. And I feel like that this is a situation where I would tell my daughter, like, it's up to you to control the pace of this, because there is something sneaky here. What's the sneakiness? Could have to do with a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, and for, ooh, I'm going to say it because it just came through. This isn't going to be the storyline for all of you all. But Spirit could be telling you to brace yourself, because there could be someone moving, and like the reasoning for the moving is not necessarily the truth, okay? Because I feel like that there's some type of lie about a commitment or inside of a commitment, but the confession is going to omit this, or it's like it's not going to give the full truth as it pertains to that. This could be coming from a water sign, or this could be pertaining a water sign. Ooh, why do we have health issues? I was asking intuition, what is the, I don't like that. The red flags you ignore will come back to bite you is clarified by the health card. Date night. Clarify health, please. Well, whatever that is, it definitely has to do, it could have to do with the Taurus. Someone's depressed and lazy. That's crazy that just came out like that, Sag. I'm sorry. But the reason I said that, I do feel like that this is depression here. I feel like that there's depression here. See, here I go. This is why I haven't been releasing them. They get drug out. Ooh. Sag. I'm just going to encourage you to have... I do feel like that there is something that has to be wrapped up here, okay? I'm not going to lie about that. You can't move something too fast because there is... Inside of what it is that you're trying to build, there is something either that you're attached to that is unfinished, or something that this other person that is that you're connected with, somebody in that union has some unfinished business and it has to be wrapped up. I feel like that if you move too fast, I feel like that it takes away from the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that little by little, it chips away at the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that you can have the Ten of Pentacles, but not if you rush it. I'm just going to be honest with you. So you have to decide, what is it that you want, but also be mindful. The challenge with you being in the position that you're in right now is that you can close this shit up. But I do feel like that you might look back and regret it. But I do feel like that you have to be the one to set the boundaries and set the pace here. I am going to let this leave right here, Sag. I love you. I hope that this message offered you some guidance on your journey. Spirit is telling me to talk about this date night and it's 5 of Cups in the reverse, because I just feel like that this energy here, it is going to help you get out of some type of funk. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like that there is some type of funk that Sagittarius has been in or that is currently in. And it's like, don't allow, I feel like that Spirit is going to give you an opportunity to just kind of like loosen up. But it's like, don't sink in and latch onto it to the point that you force it away. You know what I'm saying? Like the law of least resistance, okay? Because there's something here that's telling me how, like, let me just say that I'm talking to someone that used to pray on a constant basis, and then you got in a connection, and then you started praying once every week or once a month, or just then when you needed shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that energy, I feel like that moving too fast, you give credit in the wrong places. And Spirit is really needing you to focus on where this kind of connection is coming from. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if you set your clear request between you and the universe. And no one else needs to be aware of that. But when those things begin to pour into you, then you know undoubtedly where it's coming from, and that's where you have to, like, that's where you lean to and not on people. Because I feel like that when we lean on people or situations too much, we begin to push, like they become weak. You know what I'm saying? It begins to chip away at the structure. And then we watch it crumble, and then we feel like that we're always the victim, right? There's something about that here in this storyline. I do feel like that there's a need to take your time, but don't lose your vibration. Stay in that vibration, okay? I love you, Sag. I hope that this offered you everything that you needed. Let's make sure we're choosing peace. Love and light, guys.